Next up at UFC Vegas 78, we have JP Buys taking on Marcus McGhee. JP Buys 9-5 overall, 2-3 in his last 5. He is riding a 3-fight skid. He's taking on Marcus McGhee. This kid is 11-1 or 7-1 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off this submission win over Journey Newsom, which was a short notice UFC debut. And this is an interesting fight to break down, and people are giving me a little bit of a hard time about my confidence in this fight. But the reality is that Marcus McGhee made a big splash in the UFC debut. He stepped up on short notice. He dropped and then submitted Journey Newsom, who's tough. And style-wise, he's a powerful guy. He's got big, heavy hands. He does have takedowns. He's got one-punch knockouts all over the place. His takedown defense is, I honestly think, pretty good. You're going to find some fight tape where it's not great, but people evolve. That wasn't 6 months ago. That was a while ago. He sets a good pace. He carries his power late into fights, and you can see him go in the distance. You can see him get early knockouts. Like I like Marcus McGhee quite a bit. He's taking on JP Buys. This guy is a very, very, very good wrestler. A very good wrestler. He averages almost 2 takedowns per 15 minutes. His offensive wrestling is incredibly solid. His defensive wrestling can use some work, though. He's only at a 25% takedown defense. He is chinny, but as long as his chin is going to keep him vertical, he will fight. He's never going to quit. His chin might give up on him, as it did against Cody Durden, but he's not going to quit. He'll continue to fight as long as he's conscious. Marcus is one of my most confident picks on this card, though. I think Marcus has just absolute put-out, night-ending power. He may be the most powerful puncher at bantamweight right now. He honestly could be. And he's going to come forward. He's going to bomb. His takedown defense. You say? I said Marcus McGhee could be one of the hardest punchers at bantamweight right now.
Oh, for some reason, I never really listen when you're talking, but I thought I heard could be like the champion right now or something. I was like, well, what?
No.
Sorry. That was, hey. That was my fault, and I apologize.
There you go. No, but his power is absolutely insane, and I think that's going to be the difference here. I think JP is going to want to wrestle early, and if he gets those early takedowns, I could look really, really stupid. But if he's shooting from too far away because he's a little nervous, and I know he's training with all these wrestling killers, if Marcus touches him a little bit, that's a problem. So I'm on the Marcus side. I'm very, very confident. I like all the things. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, let me start off by saying that if Marcus does come in and just completely dominates with the speed, the explosion, defends a takedown, lands a nice shot and sparks JP, I'm not going to be surprised, right? I don't think most people will be surprised if that's what he does. I think that's what most people expect. That's what the odds makers expect, right? He's minus 300, almost minus 400 at this point. So that is what is expected for this fight. But if this dude JP comes in and he shoots a blast double, he gets a single, and he gets his guy on his back, and this guy starts scrambling because he's not comfortable on his back. He knows that he can't be on his back versus dude JP, and JP easily works to the back and submits this guy in the first round. I'm not going to be surprised because I know how capable JP is. He was my lock of the week versus Cody Durden. He lost that fight. It looked like a bad loss at the time, but now we know who Cody Durden is. Cody Durden is just running through the whole division. He looks like literally he could be one of those weird guys that ends up in the top 5 and could fight for a title just because he is just so relentless with that wrestling and does have power in his hands. So yes, JP came through the Cody Durden train and got ran over. But in that other fight versus Montel is a big bantamweight. I mean, he is a big dude, and he had Olympic wrestling aspirations before they cut Olympic wrestling out. Then he switched to MMA. But he was at the Olympic training facility.
Cut Olympic wrestling out?
Like a while ago. Like, remember when they took it out of the Olympics and stuff, and they put it back?
Oh, you mean when the Olympics went on hold? They didn't remove wrestling from the Olympics.
They removed it from the Olympics. And then, so he switched to MMA. And then, so he was an Olympic-level wrestler, an aspiring Olympic wrestler, and JP Buys had no issues taking that dude down early in the fight, getting control and controlling that guy on the ground. And Marcus McGhee is nowhere close to the level of competition as a Montel Jackson. He does have trouble defending takedowns, and you saw in his last fight, I mean, he looked explosive. He looked like he's cleaned up that area, but all it takes is really one takedown. So, long story short, This is one of those plays. There's a lot of these on the card where, yes, my pick is Marcus, but those odds are a little bit crazy to me. JP isn't getting the respect that he deserves as a wrestler. He's a very, very, very good wrestler, and Marcus could be in trouble if JP gets him to the ground. I think he could get him to the ground. So I think the value here is trying to chase something in JP rather than rely on Marcus to defend those takedowns. But Marcus should win. But it's just one of those things. Maybe I just have one of those soft spots in my heart for JP because of all the things that happened. That was one of the reasons why he's in my lock of the week. And there's been some weird stuff happening this week that I don't know if somebody's trying to fuck with them or
walk people through it.
I mean, Cheyenne has been, I think she lives in Georgia now, and everyone knows, I think she's connected with Roman. I don't know how, everyone's like, oh,
she's
it's Roman's
pregnant.
baby.
We don't know
like
with
that.
whose kid.
Right. We don't know what's going on. She had a gender reveal. Dad's not at the gender reveal. I mean, that's like, in my mind, if the dude is not at the gender reveal, he's not in the picture. I mean, that's a very important moment as a couple, this and that. So he's not there. All of a sudden, she lives in Georgia. She's been in Georgia. It's JP Bay's fight week, Angelo. Guess who's in Las Vegas? Cheyenne happens to be in Las Vegas, JP Bay's fight week. Yesterday, she's eating something in the car, and she's like, I'm so glad I'm pregnant and can eat this, and I don't have to cut weight. Guess who's cutting weight this week? JP Bays is cutting weight. She posted a picture today. What's the picture say? Something about how to be a better wife or something like that. Like when somebody makes a mistake. Here's the caption. Would you risk everything for the man you loved, even if you knew he'd done something terrible? And I think there was some rumors that JP was doing weird stuff or this and that. I don't know. This is all alleged. This is all rumor stuff. But I'm just saying, all signs to me are pointing that something is happening between those two. We'll see how it plays out. But Marcus is my pick. But I always have a soft spot in my heart for JP, and I hope he comes through, honestly.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh, nice poll there. Yeah, way to put that up. Like the stream, guys. Come on, please.
That was your idea. And I had it up yesterday, but I guess it doesn't stay with the video.
Yeah.
$6,600 in DraftKings. You going to spend that money on your boy JP?
I think there's value there, man. I really do.
I mean, there could be. He is training with wrestling. He was always and will always be a wrestling beast. I just think Marcus McGhee's too much of an animal.
If Cheyenne just happens to be in Vegas, that's stone cold. To show like, hey, I'm in town during his fight week. That's ice cold. If she does that just to fuck with that dude, that's ice cold. And that turns me on. I want a crazy bitch like that. You know what I mean?
And people don't understand Jacob's level of commitment to this. He has been texting me and Web Josh pictures of their stories,
of cabinets,
of their apartments. Like, is this the same cabinet set?
Look,
do you think she's at his place?
Look, this is the cabinets that Cheyenne posted. And then you look at JP's house, boom. Boom. I mean, I'm in this. I'm trying to figure it out.
He literally texted us this all the time.
I'm literally trying to figure this out. It just seems all, look, benefits of being pregnant and not cutting weight during the JP. And she's like in the car. I think JP's sitting next to her right there. She's just eating. I think something's going on, man.
Anyway, $6,600 in DraftKings. If you're on the Jacob side, you think JP's going to get his wrestling going, then great. I am on the Marcus McGhee side. I think he will cover his $9,600 because the dude, honestly, is probably... I'm curious, in the chat or in the comment section, if you're watching after this is live, let me know who hits harder at bantamweight than Marcus McGhee. Maybe there's somebody I'm forgetting
Sean
about.
O'Malley?
No.
What?
No. I hate Sean O'Malley. I hate him. I'm not going to admit that. And Sean O'Malley...
Cheeto?
Maybe Cheeto.
I'm trying to think.
But, and
Giannis,
Sean O'Malley...
Giannis? Hello?
I don't think so. He's just super fast. And Sean O'Malley is... Obviously, he's got power. He's knocking people out. But a lot of it is just perfect timing. He's just perfect timing. Not just true raw power. But I hear you. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. Jacob's going to write up a whole analysis. You'll get his whole conspiracy theory board.
I've been updating. Join the Discord. Discord's 100% free, and I've been updating the Discord every time I say, let's see if she posts a story right now. Let's see. Oh, she has a story. Let's see what it says real quick. Oh, look who's at the Performance Institute. I bet who do you think's cutting weight right now at the Performance Institute? Who do you think's at the Performance Institute getting some training?
She's at the Performance Institute?
Yeah, just walking on the treadmill with their little Yeti thing. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, what are we doing here? Come on, connect the dots, people. Jesus, is there a reflection? What's she doing? Oh, let me screenshot and zoom in, see if we can see something else on here.
Okay, while you do that, I'm moving on. WeOwnPicks.com, click become a member. Sign up for all the things. And actually, Jacob mentioned the Discord. You see this fancy Bet Openly logo at the bottom? We have partnered with Bet Openly. Bet Openly is a peer-to-peer betting service. So instead of you going to a sports book and betting against their odds, you bet against another human being. Jacob is going to put up his lock of the week on Bet Openly. If you want to fade Jacob, bet the other side. I have my safety parlay up right now on Bet Openly. And if you want to bet against the safety parlay, you can. You're going to get better odds, and you'll literally be taking my money. It's my actual money you would take. It's Jacob's.
She's walking at 3.5 miles an hour.
Bum. It's Jacob's actual money you would take from him. First thing you should do is join our Discord. Actually, go to the link in this video, WeWantPicks.com/BetOpenly. Go there, sign up, make your own bets, hop on somebody else's bets, bet against us. The beauty
Should I make one right now and put it in the chat?
Make one right now and link it in the chat. The beauty of Bet, what I absolutely love about it is this, once Jacob gets this going, it is literally his money. It's Jacob's actual money. If you win, you take his money from his pocket. If he wins, he took your money.
Single bet. Who's going to take this? Let's see what we got here. You keep talking.
Yeah, do it. Throw it in the chat. We do love Bet Openly for that. All of these hardcore tough guys telling Jacob, oh, you're fade of the week, loser of the week.
And I'd fuck them all up in real life.
You're short, red hair, you suck. All those people, well, literally put your money where your mouth is. If you think
I'll do the JP one right now.
Well, that's just lost money. JP's I'll
money. Tell that to Cheyenne. How much should I make it for? $400?
Do not do $400 on your lock of the week, not JP Bays.
I'm doing 50. What the fuck's so funny? You want to take
$400?
this bet?
No, I think. Oh yeah, I will take it. Of course I will.
Well, let's see if anybody takes it first. Hold on. How do I? Oh,
all right. Well, throw it in here, and if it's still out, then we'll go on. Bet Openly
needs to
is available.
Know my location.
Real quick, Bet Openly is available in like 49 different states and the rest of the world because it is not a sports book. It is peer-to-peer betting. It's me versus you. They're not a casino. They're not a sports book. So they don't fall into that same category. While you're still placing bets on fights, there's not a house. You're not betting against a computer. You're betting against another person. Because of that, they don't fall under the same restrictions as sportsbook do. So it's widely available.